Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, 0% is ending for the Tesla Model 3. Let's talk about a couple different things you need to be aware about if you're looking to take advantage of this deal by the end of the month. This is new because Tesla did not have an end date for the Tesla Model 3 having 0%, and now they do. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to sign up for a free email newsletter, you can do that for free down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. Breaking, so Tesla has now added a end date for the Tesla Model 3 0% financing offer. You must be able to take delivery. It ends by the end of this month. So if you're looking to take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months, that's the term right now for the Tesla Model 3, it does end by June 30th. And so that means you need to place your order and take delivery and do your credit application, and most importantly, take delivery of your Tesla vehicle by the end of the month. And of course, if you're looking to get another incentive added on top of that, don't forget about the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And there's plenty of other incentives that you can stack on there. There's inventory discounts that are eligible. And on top of that, the America's Heroes incentive, $1,000 that is easily stackable on top of that as well. And so here's a couple things on top of that you need to be aware about. It's 15% down required, which if you don't have that full 15%, like to give you a frame of reference, like $40,000, $50,000 vehicle, 15% is going to be about about like $6,000 to $7,000. But the cool thing is that you can use the $7,500 federal tax credit as part of it. And so that could be minus off of that. So really your amount down could be like $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000. At the end of the day, if you're a little bit worried about that, if you don't know if you're going to be able to qualify, there's two things that you can actually do here. The first thing is that on Tesla's inventory page or even the builder, there is a pre-qualify button right here where you can fill out your information. It's a super soft inquiry, but that might give you a little bit more step. But really, the best way is you're going to have to plunk down that $250 deposit, and of course don't forget to use a Tesla referral code before you actually do that. Or you can even go to your inventory vehicles and then also stack on you want to see this check mark right here to make sure that it is attached and everything. After you place the $250 deposit, it brings you to a credit application page, and then you can fill it out with everything and see if you're really going to be approved or not. And of course, this is for well qualified buyers, and the biggest thing is that you do have to take delivery by the end of the month before you actually take purchase of the vehicle. And so very interesting to see here, because yes, there's inventory discounts that are out there. I mean, we can take a look and see some of them right now. This is of course Model X, but you can see here, if we switch it to Model 3, it's around $1,000 to $2,000 off. I mean, now that Tesla has added this end date for the 0%, people are probably looking to flock and try and buy some of them. You can see on our best deal spreadsheet down below in the description, we do try and keep a list of the biggest discounts across the country, and that's going to be $2,000 to $3,000 on average off, with Model 3 performances like in the higher end, like $5,700 off with that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. This would mean that because Tesla is putting 0% on this vehicle, it is one of Tesla's last vehicles that does not have a front camera. And so that's like my other piece of advice here is, if you're someone that really wants the front camera for whatever reason, maybe it's a hold and wait, and maybe not take advantage of the 0%. I get this question a lot, will there be retrofits for the Model 3 and maybe some of the other vehicles out there? I mean, who knows at this point, but I would assume so. But then that would also limit people from buying the new vehicle. So maybe not. I mean, I guess we'll really have to see what actually happens in the near future and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who dropped by today. JJ, great to see you. U-Haul, great to see you. Michael, thanks for coming in. Alex, great to see you. JJ, Oren, and Standard Deviation. Thank you for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. JJ, it's ending on paper only. They will return with 0% incentives in quarter 3. You know it. Maybe the sales are horrible for quarter 2, like really bad. Yeah, I mean, I could easily see that. And maybe we see a front bumper camera on the Model 3 plus 0%. I mean, who knows at this point? The sky's the limit. We'll really see what happens. U-Haul, thanks for coming in. Thank goodness it's Friday as well. Michael, throw a like in the chat for Denny. No, thank you. It's my birthday tomorrow. Who wants to use my referral code? Michael, congrats. Happy birthday to you. Maybe drop it in the chat and I'll go ahead and highlight it for everybody to use as well. Alex, should I buy a Model 3 or Model Y? Great question, Alex. Yesterday, we actually talked about that. And to give you the TLDR, Model Y is a better value, hands down. I see desperation by Tesla. It's evident. This is a used car tactic. Best advice is to walk away. Yeah, of course, they have to put end dates on. I'm surprised they didn't put an end date on this earlier. Like, why did they wait all the way till June 16th? Be, 2 weeks from the end of the month to actually put this on? Very interesting, right? Oren, I bet update for Model 3 is almost there. Probably just a front camera. Yeah, I mean, it won't even be an announcement. They'll just like quietly throw it on. I could easily see that as well. U-Haul, Model X barely updated to keep somewhat relevant. Yeah, it's very interesting. We're going to talk about that in just a second here. Don't buy it. You'll get 0% on inventory in the next quarter. Yeah, I mean, we could easily see more incentives in the next quarter, especially as we get to like quarter 4 at this point. Standard, really hope they come back with Model 3 performance later in the year. I was primed to go, but not by June 30th. Yeah, I mean, if you can wait, patience is a virtue and the deals always get better by the end of the year. JG, want to buy a Model Y, but man, the insurance is so dang expensive, so darn expensive. How much did you get quoted? Yeah, because on average, you're going to pay about $200, I think, at this point. Insurance. I mean, insurance everywhere is going up. Like, I just got my policy for home insurance and it went from about $1,000 higher. So was like 20% higher, give or take. It's been unfortunate. It's just cost of living is going up. Sleepy, picking up my Model 3 in 2 weeks. Model 3 performance. Nice. Congrats. Enjoy that in good health. Rick, the Model S, Model X refresh seems like it's more driven by a need to raise the price due to tariffs needed. Decide to throw in a couple things to temper complaints. Yeah, I mean, I understand why Tesla didn't go crazy with it, but I don't know. Let's take a look at something else here. In this next topic, let's talk about the truth about the Model S and Model X refresh, the refresh that just came out, because there's a little bit of a backstory with this. And I'll start off with this. Tesla has actually been quietly increasing the price of the Model S and the Model X over the past year or so. They actually increased it about $12,000 for both of them. I mean, yes, it was only $5,000 this time, but if you roll back the history book, and I of course use Grok to itemize all of these price increases, December of 2024, even all the way back to July of 2024, about a year ago, the Model S was $73,000. Now, of course, way different time back then. Of course, no free supercharging on inventory, and of course, not a refresh as well. So I understand why they needed to. And if you take a look at like the competition out there, yes, prices are higher across the board, no matter what. But for them to kind of roll out some of the lack of features or some of the features that are out there. I mean, maybe I should hold my judgment until we actually drive one and see all the different small, maybe engineering things that they've improved with the quietness and the road and everything. I mean, they did throw in a mobile connector, which was really nice. I mean, a $300 value here, but I was kind of interested because, like, why not add on like power share? They have the technology already, or maybe it's easier said than done. Cybertruck has power share. Why not throw that on it as well to really make some headlines with it? Because if they have it on the Cybertruck, maybe the battery isn't big enough on the Model S or Model X. But now that a lot of the details have settled with the Model S and Model X refresh, we can start to see what is actually being changed. And here's one of the things that's being changed. The grille of the Model S and Model X feature matte black front Tesla logo and trim inserts. And of course, Model S Plaid gets this carbon fiber insert. But it's kind of interesting. They didn't really make the Model S Plaid that much faster. We're also starting to see more of these vehicles in inventory. I imagine we're going to see deliveries of these Model S's and Model X's very, very soon. Here's a diamond black, one of the cooler colors I would say that Tesla has released. I think I would choose diamond black over the frost blue, whatever it is. But here's diamond black with the 20-inch perihelix rims. I think I said that right with this one. And yes, I mean, this is a minor life cycle refresh at the end, like small little bits here and there all over the place to make it much better. But here's an interesting post from Dan, because now that a lot of these different things seem to be just, swappable parts, maybe if you want to refresh your own vehicle, if you got a Model S or Model X, you could buy these same parts and throw them on. One thing is for sure, LEDs, there's so many different aftermarket kits, so many different aftermarket brands. If you wanted to put LED in any vehicle, any Tesla vehicle, there is a kit for it. And Tesla has confirmed that the front bumper camera on their cars enable enhanced visibility when using autopilot and actually smart summon. And so, which makes sense. And that's why they've added a front camera onto all their vehicles. But if you're confused like I am with all of the different wheels that are available, I mean, nice small upgrade, cheaper upgrade on the Tesla manufacturing side, I would say, or something like that. But Model S 19-inch Magnetite wheels, 21-inch Valerium wheels, $4,500, or Model X 20-inch Parahelix rims, or the 22-inch Machina wheels. I think these, if I were to rate them, yeah, I think this one is definitely going to be the better looking wheel out of all of them. And I mean, you could take off the caps and then it might look a lot better as well. But if I were to buy one, I would just go cheap, because I don't want to spend $5,000, $4,000, $5,000 on OEM wheels, especially when you can get a nicer set elsewhere. Here's a quick video on the new lights that you get. Of course, when I say lights, I was joking about, there are exterior lights too, like the matrix headlights. You might be able to get that, or you might be able to have that, which will really enhance like the driving aspect of it. But you can see the LED RGB ambient lighting all across the cabin. This is a feature that their marketing departments are starting to tout already as well. And so certainly here is one thing though that a Tesla engineer has said on the interior of the vehicle or the inside of the vehicle, that maybe there's like a bunch of small improvements. Fujita wrote this: a lot has been worked on. The outer changes kind of hide the changes underneath. The team looked at the Palladium cars and worked through a ton of small improvements: thermal and noise vibration handling, chassis, everything. All of these improvements across the board lead to a greater efficiency, quieter cabinet, and better feeling on the road. Overall, the refresh might not look like a bit of a ton of love, but from the engineering teams across the world has been a lot of across the world has been dropped into the car. So very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts are. Of course, this post was, I think, already deleted. So maybe he got slapped on the hand for posting or writing something like that. But what's interesting is that you can see like there's a bunch of inventory vehicles for Tesla, and a lot of these vehicles had discounts all the way up to $5,000 and $9,500 off. They still have the same discounts, but now the price is increased another $5,000. So I don't know what the advice is if you're looking to buy a Model S or Model X. I mean, I might have been a buyer. We have a Model X, a 2022. But now that the price has been raised so much, I'm not sure like I see the value in the new Model S or Model X. And I think like maybe this is because like they're trying to position like Cybertruck to be the best value. But still, very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're buying a Model S Plaid or even a Model X Plaid, maybe actually no, just Model S Plaid, and you're in the Los Angeles area, please send me a DM. I'd love to connect with you because I want to check it out in person when it actually rolls out. And there actually is a shop that might be interested in working with you as well, just to kind of take a look at the vehicle. So send me a DM on Instagram. Instagram actually preferred as the contact. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who's dropped by. RC, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend to you as well. Thank you for dropping by. U-Haul, Model X unlimited charging versus Model long range. Like, which would you rather have, unlimited charging or a longer range? Supercharging is great, like free supercharging, of course, fantastic. But yeah, I think I would go for longer range over both of those. Should I wait for a Model Y 0% or better deal Q3? Yeah, Model Y. If you can wait, then you might as well just wait. Christian, is the 1-gen Model Y self-driving as good as the new Model Y with front-facing camera? If I were to buy the older version, no, I would say definitely not. New Model Y, new full self-driving, new camera, way better. Cameron, I want to buy a Model Y, but don't care about financing. Would rather have a lower price. Was going to buy the Model X, but honestly not on price with the refresh. I'll wait for AI 5 and then get the Cybertruck. I mean, comparing Model Y to Cybertruck is a tough one there, but I think like Model Y, if you could get 0%, I mean, it's a phenomenal value, like comfortable and everything with that. Do you think the new blue color gets offered on other models in Q3? Oh, interesting. That would be an interesting thought, actually, like if they roll it out. I guess it depends on if they've got extra paint, right, Rick? If they can't sell too many Model S's and Model X's with that paint, but I would imagine they don't have a plan to sell too many Model S's and Model X's with that paint. Just a viewer, when retrofit for Model 3 or Model Y for front camera? Yeah, it's well, Model Y already has it on the newer one, but I mean, that should be an indication because Model Y has it and they haven't released any sort of retrofit. I'm not sure that they plan to do because it just wouldn't, I don't know if it would make sense for them to actually do that. In this next topic, let's talk about which Tesla is the best value. Now that we've got the new Model S, new Model X out there with all the different announcements, and I was certainly waiting to see which one for it to be our next Tesla. Let's stack up all the different prices and really talk about, being someone that has owned all of them for the past, like since 2019, Model 3, Model Y, SX, Cybertruck, and now Model Y again. Which one is actually the best, depending on what you're looking for, I guess. Sorry, posted this, that kind of sparked this idea. With the updated Model S and Model X, did for me tonight is solidify how great of a deal the Model Y is. $45,000 difference between Model Y and Model X. I mean, Model S is expensive for sure. And I feel like this is what Tesla's goal is, right? They want to sell as many Model Ys as they've had in the past and in the future as well. Model S, Model X, low volume for them. The only catalyst here is Cybertruck, and maybe that is why they increased the price of the Model S and Model X so greatly over the past year or so, because maybe they want to position this Cybertruck to be actually a vehicle that makes sense, that maybe they can attract more of those Model S and Model X buyers, which if I was coming into this and I drove the Model S next to, or the Model X next to the Cybertruck, and I didn't need that third row. I mean, the third row is already kind of useless. I think I would go for the Cybertruck hands down, just because of how of a more utility vehicle it is and comfortable with the suspension, the ride height, and everything. But here's an interesting post stacked with all of the different Tesla vehicles, stacked to stack by stack, price by price of all of the different models out there. And you can see, as we talked about yesterday, like if you're looking Model 3 or Model Y, it is literally what, $1,500 difference between long range all-wheel drive between 3 and Y. I mean, if you would like, I mean, yes, there's 0% versus 1.99%, but if you're paying cash or a heavy amount down, I would strongly recommend you just get a Model Model Y because it just makes more sense. Unless you're someone that loves like handling and ripping through the highway turns and everything like that. But interesting to see here, if you look at it, Cybertruck is what, $6,000 cheaper or even $10,000 cheaper than a Model X. And so maybe this is the thought here, in that they were trying to position these vehicles like this so that the Cybertruck could sell more vehicles, because maybe that's a volume piece for them. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, if you were in the market for a $80,000 vehicle, $90,000 vehicle, which one would you be picking to take home with you? But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. If you're just joining in, welcome. 0% is ending for the Tesla Model 3. You've got what, 15 days, 16 days to place an order, use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, do your credit application, and pick it up by June 30th. Now, here's I guess a word of advice. When this has happened in the past, when they've added an end date like this, even if it takes like another week or so after, you might be okay to get the 0%. So just take that with a grain of salt, but I would still try and push for a delivery by the end of the month, because that's when Tesla has updated their website now, and that's when it is ending. AA just got a 2021 Model Y long range with 50,000 miles for $20K with a tax credit from Tesla. Nice, congrats. Enjoy it in good health. How was the condition and everything? Marius, my Model Y is pick up next Monday. What accessories top priority? Because I want to stay in pristine condition. Marius, great question, actually, because that is the topic of our next topic. In this next topic, let's talk about this. You just bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, Model Y, Model 3, or whichever it may be. And you're wondering, what are like the top 3 things that you need to do right now to be protected, or even like what I would do? And I've done this many times. I think I've owned like, 7 Teslas at this point. And I'm going to talk about the top 3 things that you can do for your Tesla that I do every single time. This was sparked by a lot of people taking delivery right now. We just did a delivery date video where we went to go check out a delivery of a Model Y all-wheel drive. Fantastic deal that Dan got. You can take a look at it and see what the process is like if you're curious. And there's plenty of people right now picking up a Tesla Model Y, Model 3, or just Tesla vehicle in general. The first thing is, especially because we live in California, is going to be Tint, and not Tint from anywhere. You want to make sure a shop has good reviews and lots of reviews, not like a fly-by-night shop. I know certainly could be some shops that might give you the best deal, but if you think about it, Tesla's got a lot of electronics in there, so you don't want to mess with anything, and you want to shop to stand behind, have insurance to be able to protect it in case anything were to go wrong. I always go with OC Tint Solutions, and I always go with ceramic tint. They use 3M ceramic tint, and if you don't believe me on their quality of work, just take a look at their reviews. 5 stars out of 929 reviews. Jason, the owner, has done plenty of my Teslas, including the first Cybertruck in the OC area, and so if you're looking to check him out, ask for the Dennis deal. You can send him a DM on Instagram or even Yelp, or even call them and ask for the Dennis deal so he can hook you up. The second one is, I get this question a lot, like, should I PPF, paint protection film, or ceramic coat? And really, it depends on your budget. If you are working with a limited budget, then yes, ceramic coating, which is basically a stronger wax, can be done, and you'll pay anywhere from probably like $800 to $1,000, because the thing is that you want to paint correct the vehicle before you ceramic coat. So paint correcting is like getting all those swirls from the vehicle out of the paint so that it's like nice and glossy and shiny, and then you throw on a ceramic coating on top of that. If you want to take it to the next level, you could do paint protection film before. So you would do you pick up the vehicle, then get it paint corrected, whether you use like a buffer or anything like that. Then you would get like a paint protection film kit. Like Tez Bros, our friends, have a DIY kit if you wanted to try and do it yourself, or you could pay one of the shops shops out there to install it. If you're looking at Tez Bros, definitely check out the link down below in the description to save some money on top of that. And that's where you need someone to install all of this. Like you could do paint correction, then ceramic coat, or sorry, you could do paint correction, then do PPF, then do ceramic coating on top of it for if you want all of the protection. I think that is, it's not overkill, but that's everything you could do to try and protect it. Typically, a lot of my Teslas have just been paint correction plus ceramic coating because I like how the car stays a lot more cleaner with it and also protects it as well. If you're looking for a great ceramic coat installer that's also mobile, definitely check out 24K Shine down below in OC. He's mobile as well. And also, he has a dentist deal that you can DM him on Instagram or Yelp and get something set up there. The next third thing is really just going to be two accessories that I highly recommend that I do with every single Tesla. That's going to be all-weather floor mats. 3W all-weather floor mats has a great set. And if you use promo code Dennis35 down below in the description, you get 35% off. And then also Jowa. Jowa, you highly, I would say, I would say this is 100% because if you are anybody that uses autopilot or full self-driving, you need a phone mount, and a MagSafe phone mount that goes behind the screen that can fold away or even reposition if you want landscape or horizontal is definitely perfect. So definitely check out either the 3W all-weather floor mats or the phone mount by Jowa down below in the description. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Let us know what are some other things that you do if you're looking to pick up your Tesla vehicle in the next few days, and let us know if there's anything else down below in the comments. And hopefully that answers your question, Marius, on what are some of the things that you can do to protect your vehicle right away with your pickup. Tint street legal? Yeah, it depends on the tint and also your state and everything. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.